A biologically unrelated look-alike, often known as a double of a living person, is called a doppelganger. A doppelganger is frequently represented in fiction and mythology as a ghostly or paranormal phenomenon, and is typically taken as a sign of bad luck. Hi guys, and welcome to Historically. For today's video, we have rounded up celebrities who look exactly like historical figures. First up, we have Jimmy Fallon, the host of the late night show, who looks very similar to Mahir Kayhan, a communist revolutionary for Turkey. Matthew McConaughey, the famed actor from Texas. You might recognize him from classic roles such as Dazed and Confused, Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, and the infamous role in True Detective, and much more. Besides that, McConaughey has been topped as the sexiest man alive. Well, someone posted a picture of their great-great-grandfather and the internet paired them up. Yes, they do look uncanny. Jack Black is an American actor, comedian, and recently turned into internet personality that has brightened our moods with his antics in television. Most recognize him for the work in Kung Fu Panda, School of Rock, and lately the very popularized Jumanji. He looks a lot like Paul Revere, who was an industrialist, silversmith, and engraver nearly 200 years ago. And for those who watch soccer, the German player with Turkish descent, MESUT OZIL, probably rings a few bells. He made his debut in Schalke and then moved to Arsenal and ended up having some glory years in Real Madrid. He's played for the German national team, but due to social political issues, he's not playing there anymore. Currently, he plays for a Turkish team. He looks a lot like Enzo Ferrari. Too similar in a freaky manner. Enzo founded the Ferrari motor racing team. American actor Peter Dinklage, best known for his role in Game of Thrones as Tyrion Lannister, is a movie actor and has starred in a few famous films more recently, like The Avengers, Pixels, and the lead in Serrano. He looks a lot like Sebastian de Mora, who was a jester in Court Dwarf in Spain. One of the most famous actors there is, Leonardo DiCaprio, known for his impeccable performances in Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time, in Hollywood, The Revenant, and Titanic, looks a lot like a random woman named Judy Zipper. Her picture emerged recently and she is believed to have lived in the 1960s. Sylvester Stallone, the man behind great hits such as Rocky, Rambo, and The Expendables, currently has a pretty interesting TV show named Tulsa King. He looks a lot like a man in a painting by Raphael. John Krasinski, the beloved Jim from The Office. He lately directed the film A Quiet Place starring his wife, Emily Blunt. John looks a lot like this dapper of a person, Karl Adolf Fielberg. Alec Baldwin is known for having a few songs here and there, but most recently, the controversy following the shooting of the cinematographer in the filming of Rust. It has haunted him for quite some time now. He looks very similar to Millard Fillmore, the 13th US president. Justin Timberlake, the amazing babyface singer who also starred in some easy-to-watch films like Friends with Benefits, Bad Teacher, Trolls, and the classic The Social Network, looks a lot like this old-timey criminal. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, owner of WhatsApp and Instagram, at the same time a billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, also a suspected lizardly robot, looks a lot like King Philip IV of France. Stephen Fry is a British actor who is recognized for his work in The Blackadder, the movie Wild, V for Vendetta. Fry also is a TV broadcaster, and people know him as a bright writer. No wonder he portrayed the writer Oscar Wilde, because they look very similar. Andrew Garfield, the Spider-Man who we meant to have. He is known for starring in roles like Hacksaw Ridge, Tick Tick Boom Boom, The Social Network, and of course his famous role as Spider-Man. Well, he looks like the Marxist Leon Trotsky, who was a Russian revolutionary. Rupert Grint is the actor known for the role of Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter films. He's currently starring in Guillermo del Toro's series, and when dressed in a certain manner, looks a lot like the great painter Sir David Wilkie. Zach Galifianakis, known for the Hangover trilogy, Due Date, and his YouTube show turned into film, Between Two Ferns, with the right lighting and angles, looks a lot like the designer of the famous clothing brand named after him, Louis Vuitton. Sacha Baron Cohen is the actor who has brought us many personas, with the movies Ali G, The Dictator, and Borat. Besides them, he starred in other films like The Grimsby Brothers and The Trial of the Chicago 7. When dressed as Borat, he looks very similar to the Russian dictator Stalin, a firm believer of the violent apparatus that the country may serve and communism ideology. Adrien Brody starred in the critically acclaimed film The Pianist. He's lately been in Blonde, where he depicts the life of Marilyn Monroe, the TV show Peaky Blinders, The Detachment, and many great roles. Well, he looks a lot similar to John Locke, the English philosopher, a huge contributor into social issues, and the father of liberalism. Keanu Reeves is the beloved actor who has starred in classic films like The Matrix, John Wick, Constantine, and Speed. He's known as an overall amazingly down-to-earth person. He's nearly 60 but hasn't aged at all because he's immortal. Yep, I said it. And let's take a look at Paul Monet, the 1800s actor. Coincidence or not, Keanu is immortal and nobody can change my mind. Brad Pitt is the American actor known for classic roles like Snatch, Fight Club, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Inglourious Basterds. He ages like wine and keeps getting fine and fine. Yes, he looks similar to the psychiatrist Herman Rorschach, the man behind the Rorschach test. Bill Murray is an American actor and comedian who is known for starring in films like Groundhog Day, Lost in Translation, Caddyshack, and he looks a lot like the Gothic 19th century writer Edgar Allan Poe. That's all we had for today. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next, and we'll do our best here to oblige. Have a nice one, and if you like this video, make sure to check out our other videos where we do age progression of actors who passed away too young into how they would look like now.